Attention insomnia sufferers. A new scientific breakthrough has finally revealed the true neurological cause of your insomnia, and researchers at the University of Oxford have discovered a simple, natural technique to cure your insomnia quickly and permanently. It's the secret to falling asleep in 15 minutes or less every single night, sleeping peacefully all night long, and waking up well-rested and refreshed every morning. It's the key to erasing the anxiety you feel about going to bed. And it's so simple. It starts with a shake recipe you can make right now. It's all thanks to a team of neuroscientists who have revealed how the medical industry has gotten it wrong about insomnia for decades. The root cause of insomnia isn't stress or hormones or bad habits or anything else you've heard before. Insomnia is caused by an imbalance in your neural activity. You have too much activity in the wake center of your brain, causing your brain to literally fight with itself when you need to sleep. But now, sleep experts have discovered a simple, natural, and safe technique to slow down that neural activity and outsmart your insomnia for good, without ever using dangerous, addictive sleeping pills. Thanks to this discovery, thousands of people have used this outsmart insomnia technique to escape the torment of their disease and finally enjoy their lives again. So if you've ever lied awake for hours before getting to sleep, felt hopeless as you realized another sleepless night was passing you by, been too tired to work, function, or even hold a conversation, avoid social activity because you know you won't have the energy, rolled over, switched pillows, or even gone to the couch to try to get comfortable, or wondered if you'll have to spend the rest of your life miserable and exhausted, then pay close attention to this presentation, because you're going to discover how this recent University of Oxford study finally revealed the truth to curing insomnia. In just a few minutes, you'll have the knowledge you need to outsmart your insomnia and start living every day full of happiness and energy. I should warn you, make sure to watch it now, because the medical and pharmaceutical industry make over $4.5 billion every year from sleeping pills. So they don't want you to know the truth. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep this presentation up, but stick with me for the next few minutes, and you'll discover the secret to outsmart your insomnia once and for all. Ready? Let's get started. My name is Sam Oakes, and my insomnia almost killed me. Before I get to that, let me tell you about myself. I'm 44 years old, and I live outside Philadelphia with my wife and 2 children. I work at a physical therapy clinic, where every day I help people recover from their medical issues. But up until a few years ago, I couldn't even help myself. Insomnia was making my life a living hell. It started when I was a teenager. My friend complained that it took him an hour to fall asleep. An hour! I would have loved to fall asleep in an hour. It was the first time I realized that it wasn't normal to lie awake for 3 to 5 hours, or sometimes not sleep at all. But if I'd known what the next stage of my life would bring, I would have been thankful for even a few hours of sleep. See, a few years after I'd started my career and started my family, my insomnia exploded. One night I just couldn't fall asleep. All night long I stared at the ceiling. I thought the next night I'd be so exhausted that I wouldn't have any problem getting to sleep. But again, not 1 minute of sleep. Finally, on the 3rd night, I slept for 2 hours. And then the 4th night, I went right back to no sleep at all. That started the worst years of my life. I'd be lucky to sleep a few hours a week. I'd spend all night staring at the ceiling, and all day walking around like a zombie. I'm sure you know exactly what that's like. Your muscles ache like you've been pumping iron all day. You feel buzzed, like everything is brighter and needs your attention, even while your attention span is completely gone. People talk to you like you're drunk, and really, you might as well be. When I was younger, I used to go on long bike rides through the country. It was my favorite, most relaxing thing to do. But as my insomnia got worse, I couldn't bike anymore. I'd ride 100 feet and my legs would turn to heavy stones. Not sleeping was exhausting my whole body. I was just too weak to do my favorite hobby. It made it impossible to stay in shape. Starting in my early 20s, I gained weight every year. I hated looking in the mirror because my gut just got bigger and bigger. The worst part was, I was a decent-looking guy, except for my insomnia was making me gain weight and look sick all the time. And then I started getting terrible migraines, which my doctor told me was from not sleeping enough. The pain split my head in 2, and I couldn't even function. My job performance plummeted. It took me forever to get anything done. because my exhausted mind was thinking so slowly. I felt like a failure. It's the most frustrating thing I've ever experienced. I was just as smart as the next guy, and just as hardworking, but I was falling behind in my career because of my insomnia. But the most embarrassing of all, my sex life with my wife went downhill. My body was just too worn out to perform sexually. My insomnia was destroying every part of my life. It stole my hobbies, my health, my work, and now my manhood. I became severely depressed. Was this what the rest of my life would be like? Everywhere I looked, I saw people who didn't realize how lucky they had it. All I wanted was to sleep normally like everyone else, so I wouldn't feel sick and exhausted all the time. So my migraines would go away, and I could enjoy a normal, happy relationship with my wife. And believe me, I tried everything to fix my insomnia. Pills knocked me out, but I'd wake up even more tired than when I went to bed. And then all day I'd be too groggy to function. Plus, I've seen good people get addicted to sleeping pills. I didn't trust them. I tried natural supplements as well. Still didn't help. Sometimes I'd hear a new trick that was supposed to cure insomnia, so I'd try it. Sometimes the trick might even work for a few weeks, and I'd think I was finally cured. But then the insomnia would come right back. I didn't realize yet that the medical industry had no idea